Joelle. I said it's fun with Joelle. Hey!
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for Joelle, or welcome if you are new here. In this week's video, I am going to be doing like the biggest Bloxburg speedrun I've ever done. I don't know if you can really call it a speedrun, but basically, today is June 27, 2025, and it is the day before the Bloxburg map changes, before the meteor hits. And I haven't played it since the meteor got there. Like, I haven't even played it. Like, what I'm saying, I haven't played it since before the meteor was there. That was probably 2 months ago I played it last, or maybe a month and a half ago.
Hey guys, Editing Joelle here. I'm sorry for the audio quality, but I ramble so much in this intro, it's crazy. So basically, to sum up what I'm saying is I'm going to be building a Bloxburg house to match one of the new neighborhoods, because I, first of all, currently don't have a house, and second of all, I just want a new house. So even if I did have a house, I'd make a new one still. And then also I'm going to be hang gliding around the map for the last time, and I'm also going to visit the theater because I actually haven't been there before. I think I played it once where the theater was there, but I just never went inside it, so I'm going to be going inside it. And that's basically it. I was just rambling on so much. Also, I'm going to show you guys the new map when it gets there at the end of the video. So it turns out when I was screen recording this whole time, my mic was never working, and I never checked it because I was on such a time crunch, so sorry about that, but you're gonna have to be stuck with me in this terrible audio for the rest of the video. Here's where I'm actually kind of glad that my mic wasn't working, because the way I was rambling was crazy. This video would have been an hour long. So here I'm basically explaining that I want to make a house themed to the new neighborhood. I'm pretty sure it's called Lakeview Heights. I'll confirm or deny on the screen if that's actually the name of the neighborhood. And that's why I started with the water first, because I'm like, lake, so water. And I did end up putting that in the front afterwards, but I first just decided, okay, let me just figure out the layout of the house. So here I came up with a porch is going to be on the right next to a garage that's going to be on the right, and then I'm going to have a walkway for the door on the left, and then there's going to be like a hall, like an entrance hall inside, and there's going to be a closet. And here you'll see me making the guest bedroom as well as the downstairs bathroom, and I also made a kitchen and a pantry. The pantry is that little slanted room off in the corner, and here's where I start on the second floor. Here I'm having a nursery, a kids room, a master bedroom, and a master bathroom, as well as a balcony in the master bedroom. You see that room off to the side there with that slanted wall? So that ended up actually not being any usable room. It was originally supposed to be a bathroom for upstairs, but the way I laid everything out, I actually didn't make room for it to be there logically. So I ended up having to just use it as something symmetrical for the most part for the house. Here I laid all the floors. Here's where I struggled with the layout of the walkway in the front. I had different ideas that I wanted, and they just weren't working out how I pictured it, so I ended up having to compromise a bit on what I wanted, but I'm still really happy with how it ended up. Here I also did that water aspect in the front. I did like a little pond, I guess you could say, and I surrounded it with a whole bunch of rocks and plants, and I think it ended up really cute. Fast forwarding quite a bit as to not bore you, I've pretty much finished all of the front of the house, and I've finished up the foyer, I guess you could call it, with the hall closet, and I've also done the living room, and I'm currently working on the kitchen. Fast forwarding once again, and I finished all of the downstairs, and I'm currently working on the pool. It is now the morning of the release of the new map, and I am determined to finish this house. So here you see me working on the master bedroom, and you can also see a little bit of sneak peeks of the downstairs of the house. Here you see me start to work on the master bathroom. Here I have a little trophy area in the foyer, I guess you could call it, and I'm just putting all my trophies that I've gotten on this account and displaying them. Here you see the meteor is so extremely close considering it's hours away from hitting. Now here's where you get a tour of the house. So to start, here's a lap around the house. Now here's the little play area I set up. I set up hopscotch, 2 kites, some chalk, and a set of swings. And there's also that pond on the side. There's also this side garden I put with fireflies. Here's the porch I made. It's super simple, but I actually really like it. I think it's super cute. And when you walk in, you see the foyer and the trophy table I made with coats hanging and some keys and umbrella. There's a stroller and the hallway closet. And here's the kitchen. You got a high chair and bar stools. Then here's a little play mat with some toys on it in the middle. And here's the living room. Here's the garage, super simple, with a power box. Here's the downstairs bathroom. Here's the guest bedroom. The pantry, a lot of spices. And a bay window upstairs, and this is the baby room, the nursery, and there's a closet, and there's a kids room with a homemade bunk bed, because that castle bed is actually just one bed and I added a bed on the bottom. And here's the master bedroom, and here's the master bathroom, and here's the balcony connected to the master bedroom. And going back down the stairs, the backyard. I really love this backyard. Don't mind that. So you have a little kiddie pool and an outdoor power box. And I made this deck by hand. It was so meticulous, but I'm really happy with it. And then you've got the pool, which I accidentally made the shallow end all the way at the back of the pool instead of when you enter. And then here's a sauna I bought for like I think 150 Bloxburg. It was crazy because I needed it for like a hotel. Now I shall go on my way to tour the town once more. And now here I am for one final time, hang gliding over the map.
Don't stop, keep the rhythm coming. Don't stop. Don't stop, keep the rhythm coming. Don't stop. Don't stop.
And it all comes full circle. So, next time you'll see me, you'll see the new map. Unfortunately, I wasn't actually in the game when the meteor hit, but I did try my best. It's just my internet was super slow, so that's what you see here. When I finally loaded into the game, I loaded into this weird box. There was no map at all. It was crazy. Then I respawned, and here's the new map. And that was it. And I was so lost when I tried to drive around. I actually haven't played since I filmed this video, so I'm technically still lost. But the new map's super cool. I'm super happy with it. I just really hope they get rid of the fake buildings. I'm not a fan of fake buildings. It's giving Sims with all their fake buildings. But I did see that they commented in a TikTok that they'll fill those buildings up with actual new buildings that you can actually do things in. So like I said, overall, I'm super happy with the map. I think they did an amazing job with it. It makes the old map look so boring and so small. Which it was very small, but it makes it look so minuscule compared to this new map. And I'm really excited for what's to come with the new buildings. And I hope people actually start to role play instead of just building for hours on end when people are trying to actually play the game how it's supposed to be played. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and I hope to see you guys whenever. Bye!
Fun with Joelle. Hey!
If you guys don't start role playing again, I'll actually lose my marbles.